Welcome to the Live Wide Open podcast. I'm your host, Randy B. Ramirez, the high performance mentor, and I'm here to lead you to become the best version of yourself. This show raises the bar for all the motorsport enthusiasts. Holding it wide open is just what we do. Being a good person is who we are, and living our lives to the fullest is the lifestyle that we choose. My brother, let me ask you something, dog. Like, if your life depended on it, could you fucking outwork the man that's standing next to you? Any man that stands next to you for that matter, right? Like, could you dig deeper? Could you go longer? And would you even be fucking willing to keep fucking swimming when every muscle in your body is screaming, it's telling you, yo, stop, no more, no more. You see, here's the truth, man. Hustle is a muscle, man. And if you don't train that fucking muscle, you're gonna shrivel up and you're gonna become non-existent, right? Like if you don't fucking work out your biceps will become non-existent. If you don't fucking run often, then your endurance will become non-existent. You see, the cost isn't just you looking fucking soft, man. The cost is like, let me go a little deeper here so that you can fucking try to connect the dots here and make it passionate, make it emotional so that you can actually make some change in your life that will take you to the next level. You see, the cost, the true cost is that your family will be living a smaller life than you could have given them by not playing small, by going all in, by believing in yourself. You see, the cost is your family living a smaller life than they could have given because you decided that you weren't going to give it all in, that you weren't going to go all out, that you were going to just play small, right? And let me share something personal with you. Like several years ago, I was working a fucking job that I hated during the day, right? And it's not because of what I was doing specifically, but because of the transition period and what was going on and what was I handling and the things that I was tasked to finishing, to completing, right? And those were some long days, those were some emotional days, those were some days that I didn't want to fucking go show up to work, but I still did. And you know what? After work, I still fucking kept grinding. I still making things happen. And I still found time to work on my business despite me having a full-time job, despite me being up to my head, despite me not loving what I was doing at that moment, right? And then I kept going, I kept pushing because I wanted more, right? And that is really why we all push ourselves to levels that we don't think we can, fucking work more hours than we're required, give more effort than normally we would, right? Like we do that because we want to get ahead, right? And so when I was in this period, bro, I was working like some long ass fucking days, 14, 15, 16 hours a day, and just nuts. You think about it and like, yo, no wonder every other area of my life was falling apart because all I was focusing was fucking work, right? And all I wanted to do was fucking crash, bro. Like my body was screaming me like, yo, quit, just fucking no more, take a break, like stop hustling so much, right? But I knew that I gave into the fucking weakness. I wasn't just gonna take the night off. Like if I gave into that weakness, I was gonna make the choice that I was not gonna pursue a better life than my family deserved, right? And I wasn't willing to accept it. But it wasn't until I reprogrammed, until I reanalyzed, until I restructured how I was looking at things that I decided, yo, this is gonna kill me. This is gonna burn every other area that's important for me in my life. And then I decided I was done with that, right? I decided that I was gonna grow my hustle muscle, right? One painful rep at a time. I was gonna continue doing it, but I was gonna stop just focusing solely on my work days, right? Because yes, I was reaping the benefits with my work, but guess what? Every other area of my life was fucking shitty. Every area of my life didn't get attention. Every area of my life was just like, oh, yo, hello, I need some attention over here, right? And so when I talk about a hustle is a muscle, you gotta be willing to analyze what you're hustling in so that you can be working on the right muscle, my friend, right? And so if you're hustling towards your work and your career, for sure, make that shit thrive. If you're hustling towards making your relationship better, then you better make sure that you fucking hit those areas, right? If you're hustling to make your mind right, to bring more peace and clarity into your life, then you make sure you better be fucking hitting those meditations and their prayer sessions, right? It's anything in your life that you want to grow right? It requires muscle, right? Excuse me, it requires hustle. And that hustle is a muscle that you must flex, that you must work out, that you must do, right? The hustle is built in the reps. Like the hustle is not built on the hype. The hustle is built in the reps. That's why I'm saying today that your hustle is a muscle, right? Like anyone can get hyped for a fucking day. Like, but the hustle is forged when nobody is fucking watching, right? Like you could see, like I post a lot of my stories about what I'm doing, my workouts and all this stuff, and and a lot of the times I do it for accountability, and a lot of the times I'm doing it for the man who's watching, who has been where I'm going through, and he's like, yo, this guy just keeps going, and I'm fucking, because of him, I'm gonna keep going, right? Because I've seen other people that are like pushing the bar longer than me, pushing the bar harder than me, waking up earlier than me, and I'm like, yo, I'm here complaining, and look at these guys are doing at a better level, and so those guys inspire me, and so I hope that my story, my journey, my shit inspires you coming up, right? And so just like a muscle, you tear it down, right? And you rebuild it stronger through repeated effort, right? Not just by saying, oh, I'm gonna do this, whatever, but then you never fucking follow through. You gotta fucking do the reps, right? It's like, think of a mechanic wrenching on a stubborn bolt, right? Like a bolt that doesn't wanna get loose. It's not the first turn that looses that bolt. It's the 1,000 little small movements that you're fucking pressuring and you're trying to get that motherfucker loose, right? Until you're building the pressure until it finally breaks loose, man. Right? And so, like, if you only hustle when you feel good, my brother, you're never going to build the muscle to push when it fucking really counts. This life is going to be challenging. This life is not easy. This life is not for the weak. This life requires so much of you in order to be the fucking warrior that your family deserves, that you gotta flex that fucking hustle muscle. And you gotta grow that motherfucker. Like temporary pain. Like here's two perspectives that you should analyze and you should put into your fucking life. Pain is temporary, but regret is permanent, right? And so are you willing to go on through some temporary pain in order to avoid having permanent regret in your life? You see, pain is inevitable. Like you go through it, you feel it, and that's why a lot of us don't want to do those shits that are painful, that are uncomfortable, that are not sexy, right? But like when you realize that it's inevitable, right? And you just gotta fucking do it in order to level up, in order to do more, in order to be more. You just start just choosing the flavor of pain that you want, right? Like pain is temporary. And it's a sacrifice that hurts right now, right? But it gives you freedom later, man. And so many times we don't realize that the pain that we go through right now is building the freedom that we want later. But we want that freedom right now. And we got to realize that that short-term, immediate satisfaction ain't going to give us the life that we want. Like permanent regret is the slow rotting of you knowing that you could have done more, but you fucking didn't try. Like that is what I'm saying, that regret is permanent and pain is temporary. Like you gotta be willing to go through the pain in order to avoid the permanent regret. Like think about it. It's like skipping leg day or skipping like a hardcore workout. Like, and for me, I just started triathlon training again, and this time around, I'm not gonna stop the weights. So I was just restructuring my schedule, and I took a little deep breath there because my schedule was about to get busier than ever. I was just going through my calendar this morning. And I reduced my strength training to 30 minutes, but hardcore strength training 30 minutes every day, Monday through Friday. And then when I get out of work, I'm gonna stop at the gym to avoid traffic, and I'm gonna hit Monday swimming, Tuesday cycling, Wednesday running, and repeat it again. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, right? And so I was just like letting that sink in. I was like, damn, we got some fucking busy motherfucking days coming up. On top of me working, on top of my relationships, on top of me doing my routine, on top of me filming this podcast, on top of me finding time to go ride, on top of me, like, yo, the life is busy. And so if you don't work on your hustle muscle, then how the fuck are you gonna be able to make it through these seasons that require you to put in a lot of fucking work? You can't avoid the soreness right now, right? It's like skipping a leg day or skipping a workout or skipping something that's hard, right? You try to skip it to avoid the soreness right now, but you end up looking ridiculous because then you end up being weak when you need that strength. When you go work out with your boys and you're like, and they're like, yo, you've been working out? Yeah. But in reality, you've been fucking slacking. You not been hitting as hard as you could. So then when you go hit those reps on them, they're like, yo, what the fuck have you been doing? You see, short-term pain is a down payment that you put up for your fucking success. It's the success tax. Permanent regret is the lifetime mortgage, right? So if you fucking avoid paying your success tax, you're gonna have a mortgage that is for lifetime full of fucking regret, man. Who the fuck wants that? Nobody, bro. You see, your hustle muscle protects your family's future, but only if you're willing to go flex that motherfucker. Only if you're willing to go work on that. Only if you're willing to flex that hustle and grow it into one of the biggest muscles you got. You see, men think that hustle is just about the money, that I just gotta provide, that I just gotta do this. And then if you would only focus on that like I was, then you become a one-dimensional douchebag, bro. But the hustle requires the muscle for you to grow in all areas of your life, right? It's all about your capabilities, it's all about your protection, it's all about your options, it's all about being a multi-dimensional warrior and attacking every area of life that really matters. You see, a strong hustle muscle means that you can pivot, you can adapt, you can survive to whatever comes your way, whatever curveballs life is throwing at you, because it will throw motherfucking shit in your face that you're like, yo, what the fuck? Feel like I can't catch a break lately, but that's not you catching a break. That's you building up to becoming stronger and the man who can push through anything that comes your way. So you're gonna give up right now? Fuck that. You see, the man who trained his hustle is the first one to panic when his job disappears. And I actually said that a little wrong. I think I missed a word there because I meant to say is the man who never trained his hustle muscle is the first one to panic when his job disappears. On the contrary, the man who is built in the grind, the man who hustles, the man who perseveres, the man who wakes up and fucking does it despite being tired, he's the man who comes across new opportunities without even blinking because he's on that hustle vibe. You see, if your hustle isn't strong, my brother, your family's future is going to be fragile as fuck. So I'm going to ask you this one question. What pain in your life, in any area in your life that really matters to you, what pain are you choosing right now? Like, are you picking the short-term pain of growth, or are you picking the long-term, lifelong pain of regret, my friend? That's a very important question for you to answer yourself. And then my challenge with that is that for the next week, I want you to push yourself one rep further in your hustle, one rep further that you would normally go, one more call, one more set, one more late night working on your craft, one more rep, doing what you gotta do. Show yourself that you can go past this zone of discomfort. You see, the pain will fade away, my brother. The growth will last. And the regret, that shit will haunt you forever if you don't move right now. Choose your pain wisely, bro, because you can either have the pain, the temporary pain right now, or the permanent pain of regret later. You see, you want to build that muscle that will carry you, that will lift you, that will take you and your family and your future to the next level, my brother. Let's get this shit. Yo, I'm driving the checkered flag deep into the ground, calling every wide open warrior who is willing to play the shit out of the cards that they've been dealt with. Let's break free from everything that's been holding us back, and let's become the badass motherfuckers that we're all meant to be. The Live Wide Open movement is all about helping others level up. And this is actually the mission that God has tasked us with. Hit that subscribe button so you never miss another episode. And if today's message hit home, my brother, then it's time to contribute to the growth of this mission. Send this podcast episode to another man, to another brother, to another motorhead, to another gearhead, to another warrior who's on the same mission as we are, because leveling up is non-negotiable. People are counting on us, and it's time to get to fucking work, dog. I'll catch up with you on the next episode. Live your life wide open, my friend.